Hello, VIPs, and happy Thursday night. It is Rachel. I work today, so I'm still in my scrubs, but I am making creamy chicken rigatoni from our new Season's Best cookbook. Comment and let me know you're watching on the replay. You're all going to be replay because I wanted to be able to show this recipe from start to finish, and I did not want to keep you here for my 10 minutes of prep time and my 30 minutes of cook time. But what I've got going on so far is I just have butter melted in my weeknight skillet. This is part of our Brilliance line. So our weeknight skillet is kind of like a wok. It's not quite as deep as a wok, and it's got a flat bottom, so it's kind of a combination between a wok and an everyday pan, but this is our Brilliance weeknight skillet. So I've got my butter melted there, and then I bought chicken thighs because that's what the recipe set called for. I have never in my life bought chicken thighs before, you guys, and I chopped them up myself, and I did that off camera because I don't want you guys to look at me going, the whole time, because I really do absolutely hate touching raw chicken. And the chicken thighs seem to be fattier than chicken breasts as far as what I'm used to buying. So I did a lot of cutting, and it was gross, and Joel was laughing at me. And I didn't need you guys laughing at me too. So anywho, it says season with salt and pepper, which does not seem, super seasoned to me, but there's a lot of other ingredients that are going to be coming. So I am putting this chicken thighs. There we go. And I like to use the flexible cutting mats because then I can put them in the dishwasher and I don't have to worry about, raw chicken juice. And so this tells me that I am to brown the chicken for about 2 minutes per side. And then I'm going to set it aside. It's not going to be fully cooked, but I'm going to set it aside and get working on the vegetables. So I will be right back. All right, so I have been browning, so to speak. It still looks pretty undone, but it said it would not be cooked all the way through the chicken. So I'm going to take this out and set it aside. And then I'm going to chop up some onions, a red bell pepper, and then I've got some garlic here. And I did not buy fresh garlic. If you've been following me, I have never in my life used my garlic tool. I honestly don't even know how to. But I will make that one of my future goals, is to actually buy a clove of, do you call it a clove? Is it a head when you buy the whole in the bag? Anywho, I will get some garlic and I will test that out. But I'm just going to set all of my chicken aside here in my blue mixing bowl. And so then with the butter that is here, we will kind of cook up the onions and the peppers. So I am not a huge fan of onion, so I kind of have a smaller one, and the recipe does call for 1 onion chop. So let's see about that. Now I like onions for flavor. I'm just kind of a texture person where I do not like to bite into an onion. And you guys, I really think I'm only going to put half of an onion. I'm not even going to put the whole thing in there. Let's see how finely I get. Now, I should have pulled out my chopper. But, here we are. After working a whole day today, I'm not always thinking the most clearly. But I've got that chopped up pretty good. And again, I am not going to put the whole one. All right, so we're gonna just get my onions in here. And then I have a red pepper. And Amy, if you're watching, the red pepper looks kind of like a tomato. I have never used the scoop loop, and I'm not sure if it's gonna come in super handy because my pepper is kind of short and fat. But the scoop loop is a tool that is used to scoop the seeds out of the inside of peppers. Also comes in handy for getting the seeds out of a pumpkin when you're helping your kids carve pumpkin. Oh, that works pretty good. So you guys get those all out of there. And then it is kind of shaped in a super cute way. There's a big end and a small end, and it looks like a flip-flop. So you can make flip-flop cookies. I haven't been successful at it, but maybe you can. And so then we'll just kind of chop up this pepper. And I don't know if I'm supposed to use the butt, that center in the bottom, so I'm not going to use that piece. If I'm being wasteful, I am sorry, you guys. I'm just really not a pepper and onion type person. But I want to make the recipe as close to the way that it's supposed to be so that I can tell you guys what it tastes like. So I will put peppers. And I am omitting the red pepper flakes. It says if you don't really like spicy, not to put those in. So that is something I am leaving out. I will get these That seems like enough red peppers, but it's kind of a smaller pepper that I have, so I'll put most of it in. That's going to be my compromise here. All right, and then garlic. So again, I'm cheating with the garlic, but I'm putting a lot, so that makes up for it. And then it says that I need to saute this here, you guys, for about 5 to 7 minutes, so I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so my peppers and onions and garlic have been cooking for a while. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And then from here on, the recipe is going to be a little bit of a guesstimate estimate. Because you know how you do a recipe and it tells you to get certain package sizes, and then that's not actually the way it's sold in the store? So it told me to get a 15-ounce can of the crushed tomatoes, undrained. Well, this was a 28-ounce can, so I know I need a little bit more than half. I'll say that's about right. Okay. And then I need 3 cups of chicken broth. Easy enough. And then I need 3 ounces of cream cheese cubed. And I just have a container of cream cheese, and I'm going to use my scoop. And I'm going to say 3 scoops will probably get me a bit less than half the container. And we are going to call that our 3 ounces. I figured you can't have too much cream cheese. That won't be a problem at all there. And then we are going to add the chicken back in. That in there. And then as far as the pasta goes, we need to add the rigatoni, but it just wants 8 ounces, and so that's about half of a box. And I don't want to overdo it on that because I want to make sure that this gets cooked through enough so that there is, don't want to overdo it and I overdid it, but that's okay. All right, so this needs to come to a simmer, stirring occasionally. So while that happens, I do want to let you guys know that my taste buds came. So we have been talking about taste buds here in my VIP group, I think for a couple months now, because I have subscribed and I am absolutely loving it. So this month's taste bud, if you place a taste buds order during this shared rewards party while they're 25% off, you are going to get what I am currently unboxing, you guys, okay? So this month we got smoked Gouda, we got bell pepper herb, and we got 3 onion rub, which is one of my favorites. That being said, I already own 3 onion rubs, so I will be giving one of those away. And I already own smoked Gouda. So if you were lucky enough to get the popcorn seasoning set over the holidays, there's a smoked Gouda mix in there. So I already have it. So the recipes that came with this month, for the smoked Gouda, there's a Gouda mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, Gouda artichoke dip. But the main recipe, I'm super excited to make broccoli and Gouda soup. So I do plan to make that for you guys here in my VIP group. For the 3 onion, the big recipe is crustless mini quiches. And that is made in our mini, or it's in our regular sized muffin pan, it looks like. And then for the bell pepper and herb rub, deviled eggs, roasted broccoli, zucchini fries, herb goat cheese, and the big one is shrimp pasta. So I have 2 to give away because I already have them in full size, the smoked Gouda and the 3 onion. So if you would like to win one of these, all you have to do is comment pick me. And tomorrow before I go into work, I will spin the wheel and choose 2 names and give those away. So this is not quite simmering yet, you guys, so I will be back. Okay, you guys, it is finally simmering. So now it needs to continue cooking over medium. So I'm going to turn it back down to medium for 13 to 16 minutes. And I don't think that you guys want to hang out with me, so I will be back. All right, you guys, so the last thing to do is to stir in some spinach. And it says 3 cups, but you guys know that spinach always cooks down to barely nothing. So that's no big deal. We'll get the spinach going in here. I don't know if you guys can see my Coco, but she must think it smells pretty good. She's hanging out with me in here. So just gonna stir in the spinach here and then top it with some Parmesan cheese, and that is our dinner. So I will post a picture, of course, of how this turned out just in a second. You'll find it right here at the end of this video, and this is our creamy chicken rigatoni. So again, if you want to win some of my Taste Buds extras, please just comment pick me. I will go live tomorrow morning and spin the wheel to give away these things. Also, that post where I asked for ideas for Meatless Monday. If you have not commented any suggestions on that, you can go ahead and do that there too, because I'll spin the wheel tomorrow, and I'll put all the names for this and that together on the prize wheel, because I'm giving away seasonings and Season's Best Cookbooks. I hope that you guys are having a fabulous Wednesday night. Shop for 25% off Pampered Chef. We've only got 2 more days to do that. So Friday night at 8 p.m., I will spin the wheel and give away a frother. See you guys.